Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review this new forbidden love affair, this drama, this based on a true story of two young men who are tangled in a very uncomfortable web in Soviet Russia. This is Firebird, from writer-director Peeter Rebane, and starring Tom Pryor as Sergei, a young man who is in the Soviet Air Force and falls for another higher up in the Air Force, and they have to keep hidden this love affair throughout years, and all the things that pull them together and push them apart over the course of the time that they know each other, whether it's a woman who gets tangled up in this whole situation, whether it's the actual military and the KGB who are trying to get to the bottom of this, as this was a prisonable offense to be having intercourse with another man in Soviet Russia at the time. And this whole entire film is, it has a great story, and it's so well directed. Rebane does such a great job. There's some really impressive editing as well in this film, in terms of there's a couple of edits that nailed the emotion that was supposed to be delivered in a particular scene and the transition to the next one. This avoids getting too hot and heavy with their affair, so it uses editing to try to gloss over it, and that's the biggest issue with this, is it really plays it safe. From an intimacy perspective and from a narrative perspective, it never really digs deep enough to really capture this passionate love affair. It only gives us just enough to realize, okay, they're definitely into each other, but it never fully goes all the way in trying to portray their relationship, and also feels very predictable and very sterile at times. And it's really well directed. It is a sleek and beautiful looking film, but it also feels very distant and cold at times. And yes, this movie is depressing. It is a Russian film. There's just so much sadness, and you just feel so badly for Sergei and his lover Roman and Louisa, his friend, who gets all wrapped up into this situation, and nobody wins in this. There's tragedy. There's moments of love and happiness, but most of them get lost in the shuffle in the stark reality of what these characters really have to live for and how they're actually able to live their lives, and what one person wanting to really be with the person they love and how that affects the others in this web of conflict. And, there's good, decent tension throughout the film, but this film just feels bit sterile, a little too at a distance, and something that plays it really safe. But that's the thing, it's really well made, it's well structured, it does play off well with emotions. It's just going to be something that it's they could have gone further with it, but this feels more of your standard biopic romance based off of a true story kind of thing, instead of really digging deep and trying to explore the ideas that this film has. It does have some intriguing elements, like the uses of rain and snow, but in the end, it is pretty straightforward and narratively just, here's the beats, here's what to expect, this is exactly how you expect this film to go, and that's exactly how it does. But in general, I think it's a fine film, and I still think it's worth seeing. But those are my thoughts on Firebird. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.